In this video, I'll be using Odinblade's Huntsman class overhaul mod to add a couple of cuddly companions to my crew. Say hello to Noctis, Elkahoof, and Grizzle. They each have their own abilities, and more importantly, this summon has an infinite duration, which means they actually run around with me wherever I go. On their own, this summon isn't particularly powerful, but as with most abilities, all that matters is how you use it. At level 5, all I can really do is summon my companion, share some damage taken with them, and command them to roar, which deals damage and inflicts a different status effect depending on which one I'm using. I can't wait to see what abilities I get access to at a higher level, but for now, I have more than enough to work with. One of the most frustrating things about playing Huntsman is when you're not able to use high ground, because the entire class is designed to benefit from using high ground. We get more damage when we're attacking from high ground, but if I can't reach my enemies with any abilities, then it's pointless. And I think that the animal companion can really solve that problem in a satisfying way. You can use your animal companions to lure enemies over to the fight, and once they're in range, you can start hitting them with all your long-range attacks. The animal companion also helps me to get enemies out of stealth because they attack Grizzle, and now I can fire right back at them. This is only my first turn in the fight, and I already have 2 targets that are close enough for me to land a ricochet on them and to land all of my other abilities. Because my enemies are too busy fighting my animal companions, I don't need to waste action points running away or trying to reposition. I get to use my build to its full potential, pumping out as much damage as possible. When you add the damage that I'm doing, since I don't need to waste any action points, to the damage that Grizzle and Elkahoof have been doing, it's really just a strong combo, and we are just doing so much damage, and the fights go so smoothly. So the animal companions are great if you want to fight fair, but I accidentally found a ridiculous way to completely abuse one of the new abilities and break the game so I can instantly kill any enemy I want. Okay, so there's another camp of skeletons over here, and I just had an idea. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to send over my animals to try and get the fight started. It looks like it pulled Fane into the fight, but not Sabile. So let me see if I can move Sabile a little further away. One of the new skills in the Huntsman ability that comes with the Odinblade mod is this Hunter's Trap, which deploys a trap that arms at the end of the round. So what I'm wondering is, since it's not armed immediately, what would happen if I throw it at an enemy and then just walk a pretty good distance away and wait? And still waiting, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting. I think that trap is officially part of the combat now. Interesting. I can use that. I think I can use that. Okay, let me see. Oh, it looks like the Hunter's Trap takes a turn in combat. So that means that it's going to arm when it takes... Okay, I got it. I know what I'm doing. I'm just going to have the summons draw fire, and I'm going to delay Fane's turn. I'm just going to keep Grizzle far enough away so that he's probably not going to take too much damage over here. And I'm going to let all of the skeletons take their turns. And when they're done with their turns, I have control of the end of the combat round coming up. I think I should be able to stack traps. I think I should be able to stack a bunch of traps all at these skeletons' feet. And then maybe at the end of the turn, they'll all arm at the same time. I hope. I'm hoping. That's what I hope will happen. I think it's gonna happen. Okay, so it's the end of the combat round now. Sabile still isn't a part of the fight, so let me see if I have range. I do have enough range. That Hunter's Trap did arm on its turn, so... Okay, I think I can just set up as many of these traps as I want and just blow all of these skeletons to Kingdom Come at the end of the round. I also have this ability that resets my Hunter's Trap immediately, so every so often I can throw 2 off so it won't take too long, but I will be right back. I'm going to see how many traps I can set up and see if I can end this combat all in one glorious explosion. Now I'm going to fast travel to the Hollow Marshes bridge so I can get an angle on the other 2. I don't know what just happened. I mean, it seems obvious that a bunch of hunter traps went off when I tried to fast travel over to the bridge and killed these guys, but I don't know why they triggered, because the combat round is still here stuck at the end. But let's just call that a happy accident and see what we can do with these other two over here now. Yeah, I easily have enough range. Oh, I can get them right in the middle of the two of them. So I've thrown a lot of traps, and I don't want to risk the camera jumping me around all over the place. So I'm going to jump Sabine into combat, so at least she's nearby when all of these traps go off. I'm pretty sure they're all going to arm. I wonder if I needed them to actually be underneath these guys' feet, though. Sabine does get a turn right after. Maybe I could throw one to set it off, but let's see. Let's just have Fane end his turn and see what happens. That is so amazing. That's like the best thing that I've seen in the mod so far. Obviously, it's completely broken, but everything I do is completely broken. My goal is literally always to find something completely broken, and I very much approve of this. That was amazing, and I kind of want to use it on something bigger, but maybe I'll hold off for now. I decided to use slightly more fair combat strategies in a larger fight, and I quickly found myself in a dangerous situation. I haven't tried very hard to find good weapons and armor, so my characters are a little weak right now, and it shows. Easy fight. Wasn't even worried. No problem at all. Okay, so it says at 10 summoning, they increase in size and gain additional stats. And since I'm using Lone Wolf, it's actually pretty easy to get to 10 summoning. So I'm going to go ahead and see what the larger version of these look like. So here is Noctis the Night Owl. It's got 45 of each armor, 126 health compared to 31 and 90. That's a pretty good improvement. And, you know, he's pretty big. Noctis also gained the Blitz attack ability at summoning level 10, which is really cool. Elkahoof got another healing ability, and Grizzle has Enrage, which guarantees critical strike, but he can't use his Fortify spell while enraged. The last thing I needed to try was the second half of the Savvy Hunter ability. I've already used it to refresh the cooldown of my trap, but the second half says that my first 2 basic grenades will be refunded each turn. I'm a bit of a hoarder, so having a guarantee that my grenades aren't wasted while using this ability is really nice. Plus, now I don't need to carry a bunch of grenades anymore. I can just bring one with me and throw it over and over again. I really like the Huntsman class overhaul, and I can't wait to blow High Judge Oravand straight to hell. 'Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. 'Cause my messages